Welcome back to City British Wrestling, and welcome to this year's annual Colossal Tussle.
Yes! Tussling!
I'm Tom, head of creative here at CBW, and these are our players.
Hello, I'm Laurie. As you can tell from the way I am dressed, I am playing Titanium Tina. I'm playing Tony the Milkman. He's the veteran.
Hello, I'm Rosie. I'm playing Maple Syrup, the foreigner.
I'm Ollie. I'm playing Golden Joe. Golden boy.
Hi, I'm Luke. I'm playing his brother Silver Bro, and I am the Gatekeeper.
I'm Lolo. I'll be playing the Dominatrix, the anti-hero, and I'm currently the CBW champion.
And I'm Sullivan, and I'll be playing Jürgen Flop, the iconoclast.
Right. Let's do a really big fight.
Yeah!
Fight.
We find ourselves in a colossal open-air arena that City British Wrestling has hired for this year's Colossal Tussle, the biggest fight of them all. The audience fill every single seat in this packed house. Pyrotechnics burst from outside the ring and fireworks explode across the sky, spelling out the letters CBW in the familiar red, blue and gold of City British Wrestling's classic, iconic, beloved colour scheme. Welcome, everyone, to City British Wrestling, and welcome to the Colossal Tussle.
CB-Dub! 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 CB-Dub!
Prepare yourselves as these belt brawlers clash inside and outside the ropes in the name of fatherhood, fraternity, and ferocity.
We got the best word.
Being a dad.
Let's waste no more time. It is now time for the Colossal Russell Memorial Battle Royale in honor of Colossal Russell, the greatest giant in CBW history. 6 entrants will start the match in the ring at the same time. A wrestler can only be eliminated by being thrown over the top rope with both feet touching the floor. The winner is the last wrestler standing. So the rules for the Colossal Russell Memorial Battle Royale in honor of Colossal Russell, the greatest giant in CBW history, are slightly That seems a little disrespectful to Colossal Russell there, Joe.
I'm not Joe right now.
That seems a little disrespectful to Colossal Russell. Ollie.
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, Ollie agrees. Sorry.
Right. The rules for the Colossal Russell Memorial Battle Royale in honor of Colossal Russell, the greatest giant in CBW history.
Respect.
Are a little different from our regular matches. All of you will start in the ring at the same time. All rolls will be contested 2d6 rolls. The higher the roll, the winner. We will roll all together. Whoever has the highest number starts the match in control, and then you can gain control of the match in one of 2 ways. If you win a contested roll and you're not in control, you gain control of the match, or you can spend one of your 3 interrupts at any point to gain control of the match. The only way to win is to eliminate all the other wrestlers by throwing them over the top rope. This is also done with contested 2d6 rolls. You can spend an interruption to avoid being eliminated. Once all your interruptions are spent and an elimination roll is successful, you are eliminated from the Battle Royale. There is a respectful hush across the arena.
Respect.
As lowered from high above the ring to a position about maybe 20 feet above it, strapped into a harness, a life-size replica and the trophy for this match of Colossal Russell, the greatest giant in City British Wrestling history. Making their way to the ring, Sob Ross.
and out walks the world's saddest painter. He's got messed up hair, a bushy beard, he's got paint and bits of food left in there. He's got his easel, but the paint's all dried up. He carries with him a paintbrush. He wishes he could just paint again. The Titantron is filled with happier times for him, but he just looks up because it's so sad. And as he cries his way to the ring, he steps through the ropes, looks up at... He's so sad. He steps out of the ring and approaches someone in the audience and says, "My wife's just left me again." Oh, God. I can do this. He steps back into the ring.
Making their way to the ring, Bob Villain.
Bob Villain!
There's a rustle of leaves and tumbleweed as a West American wind blows through the stadium. There's a little harmonica trail in the breeze. And out walks Bob Villain, dressed in all black, covered in dust, straight off the highway, guitar in hand, just going as he walks down the ramp. Sort of strums a little bit. As he's walking. Just walks down. And he's not happy. He's not happy at all. And he just steps into the ring and just plonks himself down on the floor.
Bob Villain! It took me a while, but I'm really glad I'm here for it.
Making their way to the ring, the Flemme Fatale.
Hi.
Should have known.
No! I thought it was weird when he looked at Ollie.
Horrible. So, blackout in the stadium, just a singular spotlight in the middle of the ring, and a very sultry, very long, very beautiful leg like kicks into it, and you hear like and then in steps this absolutely incredible 7.5 foot Amazonian, perfectly proportioned woman with a dress completely made out of mucus. And she just carries on singing, and just like as she like sings, she just flings slush. And the dress is actually like coming from her nose, and she's just streaming away. But she's really feeling herself. She really is.
That's the main thing.
Disgusting.
That's the main thing. She's feeling herself.
She's happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phlegm and sadness are not mutually exclusive, so
This is true. This is true.
No.
He's dry as a bone, miserable.
he gets some phlegm in his life. Making their way to the ring, Valentina I. Havanich.
So, an enormous Russian nesting doll appears on the ramp, and then out of it pops a smaller Russian nesting doll that hops up, and then a smaller one, and then a smaller one, then a smaller one, a smaller one, until it is much smaller than the average lady. And out of that one is Valentina Havanich from miscellaneous Eastern Europe. And she is a 30-year-old woman who looks 85, and she is dressed up with a little shawl around her head, and she ties it up with a bow, and she's got some borscht in her pockets, and she enters the ring.
Making their way to the ring,
Dun, 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 dun,
Rick Thunder!
The Ultron shows where we're at now. So previously on Rick Thunder, he has been first. He flew his jet into the Bermuda Triangle that lost him in time, and then he worked his way through. He had adventures, made some friends, but to get back to Julie Lovely, the season 1 love interest, she betrayed him, and she cast him back in time. So now he's not just lost in time; he's trying to find a way back home to get revenge. Not before he finds his best friend, the anthropomorphized sentient jet, Cool Danger Zone. And he's just a cool guy. He's a cool guy that everybody likes, unironically.
He's just time-traveling Golden Joe.
I'm struggling to not... because everyone likes Rick Thunder, but I'm wearing... And I don't want you to think, but everybody likes this one. So please...
Rick.
Stop it.
Rick.
I like Rick Thunder. Cheers, man.
Oh.
Making their way to the ring. Current custodian of the now teeth-marked replica of Colossal Russell, the beast of the Epiphany, Pontisaurus Spare!
A hush falls over the audience as a single spotlight lights a font that's been wheeled onto the stage. A figure in crimson robes walks to the font and makes the sign of the cross over the water within with a clawed hand. A voice rings out that says, God creates dinosaurs. God destroys dinosaurs. God creates man. God destroys man. God creates 50% dinosaur, 50% the Pope, 100% a wrestler. Fex inherits the earth. Boom! From backstage, the water in the font shakes. Boom! From backstage, the water in the font shakes, and the font is knocked over as a huge creature bursts onto the ramp, wearing beautiful white gilded robes, a huge tail swishing, a gigantic head perched atop the tiny little Pope hat. Someone on the ramp, everyone in the audience is stuck still. His forgiveness is based on movement. Somebody halfway down the ramp lights a flare and begins to wave it. The creature's eyes snap in that direction and begin to follow. Doom, doom, doom. The flare is lobbed into the ring as the trophy is lowered in the harness. Fex hops over the ropes and begins to tear into the harness, trying to find out whether it is a man. It's made of chocolate. He doesn't mind which, he just wants to eat it. And he lobs the trophy out of the ring.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
So disrespectful.
I wanted to win.
We all want it.
He's a dinosaur.
Oh, God.
He's a dinosaur. Just in case you didn't get it.
Yeah. He's a dinosaur. I think he's pulling it off.
Yeah.
It's hard to confuse.
He's definitely pulling it off.
I think he's sort of,
So he's not
Okay.
like a man dressed as a dinosaur. He's actually a dinosaur.
He's 50% a dinosaur.
50% a dinosaur.
And 50%
and
a Pope.
50% the
50% the
Pope.
Pope.
The Pope 50% might be an outfit on a dinosaur. We're not entirely sure.
Everybody now rolls. That's roll 2d6.
3.
9.
That's a 9.
You got 10.
I got
9.
9 as well.
Oh!
critical
I got 7.
Oh, Bob Dylan.
Okay,
Bob
Bob
Dylan.
Dylan, you start in control. Ding, 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 ding.
Okay. Is that your Bob Dylan impression?
Yes. It's very good. That's all I can do.
It sounds like a leaf blower.
How many flowers have you been around?
Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Okay. Bob Dylan is gonna go over to Sob Ross.
Oh, the Sob and Bob connection.
Yeah, Sob and Bob. He's just feeling something going on there. And he's going to give him the beat poet beating, which is punching you through a notebook filled with writing.
That's a contested 2d6 roll. Highest number wins.
Oh!
Incredible.
Hey! That's ruined the episode. They're all come out now.
So
Have some for somebody else.
ordinarily, a critical success counts as an automatic elimination attempt, just as a critical fail will also count as an automatic elimination attempt. 2 matching critical successes. Insane for the first roll of the episode. Cancel each other out.
Again?
Again.
Do it again,
my
do it again,
God.
do it again. Oh, you
Oh,
suck.
no, sorry, 8.
Oh, you fucking kidding?
It's the same!
It's the power of the bobs.
Fight forever.
They will have to.
Roll again.
It's critical success for Luke.
Oh,
I got 9.
It's a good thing you're getting them now.
A critical success. Okay, that's an immediate elimination attempt. So Luke, tell us how Bob is going to try and... Sorry, tell us how Sob is going to try and eliminate Bob.
As you walk towards me to look at Punch, I just approach you with his own finishing move, the pity party,
Oh.
where he just tells you all of his problems. They turned off the electricity in my house again. I don't know how I'm going to pay for any of this. The kids are asking for things. Please, can you help me out? I just need a place to stay. And I approach you and you're just sort of backing away. You don't really want to look at me, and the more I approach you, the more you have to get over the rope because I'm not leaving you alone.
So you need to spend an interrupt now or you'll be eliminated.
Oh, yeah, spending an interrupt.
Grand, so tell us how you move past the pity party and stay in the ring.
I'm going to do the knocking on heaven's door. I'm going to grab your head and smash it against the turnbuckle 3 times.
Okay, so when that interrupt, basically somehow you manage to find a way to power through that sob story
Yeah,
and make this a Bob story.
make it a Bob story. I just start playing guitar, so it just turns into a ballad.
Beautiful. Okay, tested roll. So you're in control now with that interrupt. Tested
Okay.
roll.
Oh, it's me.
Oh, sorry. 4.
That is 9.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so you're now in control. The move doesn't land.
I mean, it's got it's literally nothing else. I just need to win. So please let me win. I'm just going to approach you again with the pity party. Please, can I just have a hug? I just want a hug.
For God's sake, I hate both of these guys.
This is awful.
As he approaches you, a little bit of Greg's falls out of his mouth.
Oh.
For the other wrestlers in the ring, remember you can spend your interrupts at any point to take control. Okay, we'll do that contested roll again for the second attempt at elimination, the second pity party.
Oh, it's a 3.
8.
Tell us how you once again avoid the pity party and now you're in control.
I am going to employ the scrappy guitar, which is where I start playing my guitar and then I hit you over the head with it.
That'll be tested roll.
There's a 5 from me.
That'll do it.
Okay. So I crack him over the head with it, and now his head is like through the hole of the guitar. So I've got him like a lasso. And I'm going to do a simple twist of fate, where I twist you over just with the strength of the neck of the guitar and smash your head on the mat.
Okay, another contested roll.
6.
That's an 8 from me.
Oh.
Get out of it.
So this has actually somehow made him happy. Do you like me? You've given me your guitar. He just takes the guitar off. A possession. Finally something to call my own.
I'm going to spend an interrupt to eat this man.
Flex. Okay.
Because of critical
10.
success.
Oh, fuck.
So this T-Rex bears down on you. Turn that into an elimination attempt, please. So,
His one weakness, sadness.
Anyone who just brings him down is a bit of a bummer. That's it. Not to force facts.
He goes for his other signature move, which is just the, I just need a hug. And he hugs you. And he hugs you so tight. And it actually starts to squeeze the life out of your body. Because he needs this. He needs to feel love. And when he feels that you die, just like everything that he touches, he throws you out the ring. I don't need you anymore.
I think I'll be spending an interrupt. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, Vex is not doing well.
No, he's not.
So as you chuck him out of the ring, beautiful pterodactyls with angels' wings swoop in from the rafters and just catch Fex and lift him up into the sort of spotlight. And for a second, he's silhouetted against the spotlight, and a big "ah" rings out around the arena, and then Fex is dropped straight back into the ring.
Okay, you're still in control with that crit.
Can I interrupt?
Oh no, you're in control because your interruption.
Okay.
So you spent an interruption, so you're currently in control.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll get one roll and then you can interrupt afterwards.
Okay, well, you asked for it. They swoop in and they let go, and Fex just mouth first dive bombs Rick Thunder.
I was going to team up with you.
Of course you were.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Critical success.
All 4.
6. So yeah, Fex's mouth just closes around Rick Thunder, and he doesn't even land on his feet. He just penguin slides with him in his mouth, just already chewing. It takes a while to sort of get up, and then he's going to use the Megasaur arse, which is he's going to pick him up and just dump him right onto his tailbone.
Sorry.
Oh, critical foul.
Just
Critical foul.
critical
Yeah.
foul. Okay, turn that
So as Fex lifts him up for the Megasaur arse, he drops him onto his tailbone. There's a slight bounce as Rick Thunder hits the ring, sort of screaming slightly, and Fex is going to spin as that happens and just tail swipe Rick over the top rope.
Thankfully, because he is a trained fighter pilot, he can, use the wings of his coat, and he just sails back around into the ring like a sort of flying beaver and lands on top of Fex and starts riding him. Riding like a cowboy.
Ooh, disrespectful.
That is disrespectful.
Yeah.
Cool, you're in control.
That was an interrupt as well, wasn't it? So I am now going to charge Fex towards whatever Sully is.
Valentina,
Tiny woman.
I haven't. I'm little lady. Hello.
So we...
Oh yes, we have to do the thing.
10.
8. Oh.
Eat him, Fex!
You've unfortunately got Fex by the bit of the back of the neck on the Tyrannosaurus that gives you complete control. Like where your cats go completely limp on that one bit. Fex. You've ratatouille'd him.
Let's just take a moment to appreciate the picture of what's happening in the ring right now. A fighter pilot is riding a Tyrannosaurus Rex and directing him to eat a tiny Eastern
Little-
European lady.
Yep.
I need to find my best friend.
Yep.
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 So you just start chowing down on Valentina.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's not on me. Is it?
I'm not in control.
Yeah.
Now toss him out the ring, Fex. 4.
It's a 9. Fantastic. Oh, brilliant. Okay, I slowly will move the jaws of Pontosaurus Fex and move it out of the way, and then they snap shut. And I stroke him. I said, "Do not worry, little baby. I know that you're just angry because you are half Pope, half man." No, dinosaur. Fuck. Never mind. But you, Rick Thunder, was it?
Yes!
Okay, well, I'm going to try and climb up Pontosaurus, and I am going to put you in the...
I am the only Pope in this universe, Show some fucking respect.
But, it's fun to climb. I'm going to climb up Pontosaurus, and I'm going to put you into the Boston Crabbeget egg.
6, no 5.
Oh, I'll re-roll this one. It's a 7. So I've got you in a submission hold
On top of a dinosaur.
on top of a dinosaur.
Anyone else want to join in?
Also, as Laurie is now established, as he is 50% the Pope, Pontosaurus Fex is technically the current Pope in the CBW universe.
St. Francis.
Valentina, you've locked into the Boston Crab. You're still in control.
Great. Now I'm going to try and I'm going to try and essentially jump up into the air and flip Rick out of the ring from my vantage point on top of the dinosaur.
I got 9.
That's 11.
Whoa!
Okay, that's an elimination attempt.
Okay, interrupt. I've kept hold of the tail. I swing back in like I'm swinging on a jungle vine, and I drop kick the phlegm lady.
Phlegm lady.
Yes.
Drop kicking me.
Yeah, I'm drop kicking you, phlegm lady.
You don't. Why are you coming for the phlegm? You don't like phlegm.
No, you're just there. Rick Thunder's got no beef with you. He's just trying to find his best
Okay, let's
friend.
He was
Test the
losing
roll
to
then.
the old lady, so he picked an
lady.
easier target.
The 7.5 foot slime lady.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got a 9.
5.
Well, you just slide straight off of the mucus. So I'm going to put you in the Alfred Hitchsnot. Which is just a headlock.
Silly.
But it's, instead of making my dress out of snot, it's like just dripping it onto your face. Like,
You're locked in the upper chitch knot. You're still in control.
and then from there, I'm just gonna pick up your pathetic body and throw it out of the ring, and I'm gonna call that the perfect slime.
Okay. I am struggling to separate this performance from Jerry.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Tested roll.
8.
5.
5.
Back
Back
in
in
control.
control. So, still got the Fex by the hand,
By the tail.
by the tail.
Hold him out.
So I'm gonna swing him into you.
No,
Yeah.
that's the way back.
A full-size Tyrannosaurus poke.
Oh, okay. I have to
My
roll
time
it.
traveling has given me a
10.
strength. 8.
So you try and throw this one towards me,
Yeah.
but like then I'm like, we go way back. I'm actually deeply religious. I'm.
Kiss the ring.
I am Kath Sniff.
Okay.
For a pun made up while you were saying.
I am cat sniff.
Snotistant. Yeah, very good.
Oh, that's so much better. Oh, okay. And then I'm gonna go back to you.
If you were a Snotistant, you would knock it on with a poke.
The Snotisants don't believe in the Pope.
Yeah.
No, I
He's
know.
not real to
That's
them.
totally fair, but like in this universe where there is a Pope dinosaur, I think maybe he's more forgiving.
Okay.
Yeah.
A dinosaur?
Very forgiving. He's very forgiving.
In this universe.
Extremely forgiving.
He knows what it's like to lose everything, everyone he ever loved.
Every single thing.
Literally everything in the world.
Can I spend an interrupt?
Yes, absolutely.
Please do.
Ross.
No, not you.
Yes, it's me.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I hate this
Because
person.
he's just sat in the corner and he sees a Pope dinosaur being held by a time-traveling jet fighter pilot. And on top of that is a tiny Russian lady, a tiny Eastern European lady. And he just thinks, I'm just going to topple all three of them out at once.
Oh.
Wait, just so we're clear, I'm not in that pile.
No, you're not.
Okay,
I'm in a headlock.
Or do
So
I
that'd
get
be a
out?
contested roll with all of us.
one at a time, basically. You can do it one at a time. So who are you doing first?
So, I'm going to go after the biggest one first. So if I go after the Pontosaurus Vex, the idea being I topple him and topple everyone else.
Okay, you will have to roll for each one.
Okay. That's a
Oh
critical
my
success.
God.
Critical success. His dice are loaded. I'll be spending my final interrupt, thank you.
Oh, he's going to be gone soon.
He's going to be gone soon.
We're gonna get a new winner.
Pontosaurus is flipped out of the ring, but from the back, the Pope-mobile drives down as quick as possible and lands underneath him, drives him round to the other side of the ring, and he hops back in.
Okay, you're now in control though, having spent an interrupt.
Don't I get my other eliminations?
When you spend an interrupt, you gain control.
Okay, fair enough.
Vex is going to have to sit down.
Poor baby. It's okay. Don't worry about the sad painter. You can eat him later.
So you are currently in control, Fex, and you
Sat down.
Great.
He's having a really long
I'm going
hard
to spend an
look.
interrupt.
Okay.
Bob Villain thinks that Pontosaurus Vex sitting down is an audience. So he goes over and just starts playing in some sweet honky tonk with the honky tonk piano that he produces from his pants. And while he's doing this, he's going to just grab you on the arm and he's going to play your arm like honky tonk piano keys. And his fingers are so strong, it's so many bruises and it's so horrible. And that's the move. The honky tonk piano.
And that's the move. Okay, that's an 8.
Okay, Fex is back in control.
That's really worth spending an interrupt for.
You were so preoccupied with whether you could, you never thought to think if you should. Vex is going to bite you.
No.
Oh no, he's not.
7.
He's gone. Okay.
So the critical
Critical
move.
fail.
Oh my god.
He's the new Tony. Why does everything I love die?
As it's your
You're
critical
not soft.
fail, we'll let you narrate how you get eliminated from the ring.
Pontosaurus Vex. He careens through, his sort of gnashing teeth and flailing arms snap through all the harnesses that were holding previously the Colossal Russell Memorial Trophy. That crumples into a ball and follows him to the earth as he splats on the mat. And like a meteor, this thing hits Vex square in the chest.
So,
And he begins to read himself the last rites.
Dude, can you read
Requiescat in
yourself?
pace.
Pontosaurus Vex has been eliminated.
Wow.
Wow.
Killed Vex.
Killed Vex, and Bob Villain picks up his guitar and starts going, well, the times they are
I want to spend an interruption, please. So, obviously, I was riding on top of Pontosaurus Vex.
Oh shit.
But thankfully, I'm going to, let's just say, when he is initially thrown out the ring, I fly up into the air. And then I come straight down for Sobros. You silly, sad man. I'm going to hit you with a Paris striker. It's very good Russian joke. That's a 7.
That is a 9.
Oh my god,
So powerful.
we've barely tested those dice in this whole game.
It's actually a really good attempt. Problem is that I've just been crying so much that you slip on all of my tears.
Obviously, he can't win. He can't come back.
No, you can't.
He can't come back in season 3.
Oh.
He's going to go for a pity party
Oh no.
and try and push you over the ropes by telling you about the time that his son was at school. The kids were really mean to him. And then those mean kids came to my house and were mean to me.
Oh.
It's a 7 from me.
Reroll both.
Oh yeah.
Has to go in the middle.
Oh, 8.
Oh, it's an 8.
It's an 8.
Oh, finally.
Okay. I'm going to do a drop kick on you and just try and eliminate you straight away.
That is a 11 from me.
Fucking joking!
Yes. He's got nothing to lose.
The only way is up for Sobros.
I really wish you guys would stop coming after me. I've written nothing down. I had Sob Ross. I was like, I can coast on that for a while.
That won't last long.
It'll work itself out.
It'll work itself. I'll think of it on the day. No, it's the day. So you it's a drop kick. I'm actually just going to grab you by your legs and just start hugging your legs.
Oh.
As you hug, there are bits of food and passata that falls out of his beard onto your face.
Oh no.
It's what Russell would have wanted.
And then he's going to almost like German suplex you while holding your legs and trying to fling you over the ropes.
You cannot.
As a 7.
It's an 8. There we go. Right.
The
Okay.
biggest villain of the series.
Okay.
Yes.
You do fling me, but I bounce on the ropes, and I use that momentum to come back and do a big punch, big punch to your head, and hope you fly out the ring. This is
What's 11?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
It's only when he rolled a 9.
I'm so sorry. I just make everything worse. Why must you keep targeting me, elderly ladies? Who I think is younger than me?
Yes, I am much younger than you, but I just look very elderly. I was chased by dogs for the first 15 years of my life.
Oh, don't talk to me about dogs. I haven't talked about my dog.
No, please don't.
This pity party careens towards you.
God.
That's
Well, I'll be spending an interruption, I suppose.
Just leave. It's hopeless, guys. We just have to leave.
everyone else does.
Okay. I use the sadness and the annoyance of listening to his stories, and it fuels my anger. As I am backing away initially, I realize, no, I must use this. I'm gonna go for a spear. I don't care if it takes us both out. We will both be going over the ring. I do not care. It's 11! Yes!
It's a 7.
Finally! So yes, I'm going to spear him out of the ring.
Are we both going over, or is it just me?
Nope, that's just you.
Okay, I will spend one of my interruptions.
Oh God!
What happens
Is that
is...
3 more times?
No, I've already spent 2.
Okay.
So what happens is, Sub Ross does go over the top rope, and both of his feet do touch the floor, but the referee doesn't want to make eye contact. If they make eye contact, they'll have to hear about something sad. So when Sub Ross approaches, that end's like, he rolls himself back into the ring.
You're in control.
Amazing.
This is not a happy little guy.
Get happiness from you.
Oh no.
Tell me about your sadness.
Well, I lost my best friend, but man, like you're making me feel.
I'm your best friend too.
Yeah, of course you did.
His name is Steve.
Yeah,
He
Steve.
was killed in a terrible gardening accident.
Oh God. Can I?
Police don't know what happened.
Wait, he's in control, isn't he?
Take it
What are you going for?
It's the pity party.
Okay. Another elimination attempt then?
It's
Oh,
a 9.
8. So I'm out. Yeah, is that throwing me out the top rope?
It is, yes.
Another interrupt. Can I not do my interrupt? Can I just walk away from him? He's made me too sad.
You're currently in control, so you can absolutely walk away from and go for someone else.
So I'm back in. Yeah, I'll just run away from you.
Because you spent an interrupt to avoid the...
I'll avoid the pity party.
Yeah, so when you spend the interrupt to avoid an elimination, you get control of the match.
Right.
So you haven't spent that third one yet.
No, you have.
You
I just
have.
did.
You just did.
Just
So
did.
this third one is your...
Yeah,
Gotcha,
so
okay.
I am just blanking you because I'm a pilot, I'm pretty cool, and this is bringing me down. So I'm gonna go for the need for speed over to actually you, Bob Villain. Need for speed. I'm gonna running spear you like a jet, and while you've got your guitar, and I'll crush your guitar.
Whoa.
It's not nice.
Okay.
A 4.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
It's all about the bobs.
As his guitar is about to be crushed, he says, "I contain multitudes!" And just booms your arms away. And he goes for like a rolling stone, which is he just goes into a ball and just rolls straight at you to barrel you over the top rope.
Okay.
Elimination.
No more. 8.
Oh.
Six.
Okay, so when you do that, I flip you over.
Oh.
So you're going over the top rope.
Okay, that's a roll.
Elimination.
Oh shit. Oh.
5.
7.
Oh.
Okay, I land on the top rope.
What?
And I jump off instead and smash you on the floor for a make you feel my love, which is laying on top of you and jiggling. 6.
7. I catch you. I'm going to do a thunder bomb over the top rope to eliminate you.
7.
10!
Let's then interrupt.
Oh, there's been interrupt. Okay. So as I'm sailing towards the crowd, they catch me and I crowd surf all the way around, strumming my non-broken guitar. They throw me back into the ring. And, which one should I go for now? Oh, I'm going to do the mouth organ. So I'm going to put a harmonica in your mouth, punch you in the stomach so that it makes a noise.
5.
6. Oh, still me? Okay, I'm going to just fucking do the hurricane, which is the twisty, flippy, and then throw you over the top rope.
The twisty flippy.
Yeah.
7.
9. So that actually goes, we're spinning. That turns into one of my moves, the barrel roll, find a pilot, and I throw you over the top rope. Yes! God, this is going on forever. 1, no, 8. 8! Okay. Are we on the apron now? Just like fighting on the apron.
Fight forever.
Bob Villain does land outside, but does a handstand and just pushes himself off and jumps straight back into the ring. He's going to go for Hey There, Mr. Tambourine Man, which is getting a tambourine out of his pocket, smashing it over your head, grabbing hold of it, and then throwing you out the rope.
Okay, another elimination. 4.
Oh, 8.
So many criticals.
So many criticals.
Of both
It's been so many rolls.
So tell us how you botched that into your own elimination.
Okay, well, I go to smash it over his head, but I just get really confused, smash it over my own head, and drag myself out of the ring. Yep, that's it.
Okay, Bob Villain has been eliminated.
It's all over now, baby blue, he screams.
No.
So you're in control, Cameron.
We're good.
Oh, wait, he's still in.
Yeah.
Second elimination. Oh my god.
There's 4 left.
We're just like.
been a great time,
Okay, can I pick up Sad Man and our airplane spin? Fine, pilot. And hopefully hit Flem Fatale
Thank you.
to knock her over.
You two are rolling.
Okay.
That's an 11.
That's a.
12!
Oh my.
Tell us how you eliminate Rick Thunder.
Wow. Since it was such a spectacular, congested roll. I'm going for the. Well, let's go for the. I couldn't decide on Sun Snot or Sneeze Set Boulevard. Which
Both
is it's fabulous. So you kind of launched at me a bit. So it's going to be like a full on up and just throw over. But my hands, of course, have gone up my mucus. So when you go, it's just like strings from my hands as you.
Oh, like a puppet.
And I can flop them around like this.
Joe's like dancing on the outside.
No.
Joe.
Oh, sorry, not Joe. Oh, yeah, sorry, Rick.
So Rick,
like Jack.
you are launched through the air, and as your feet head down towards the ground, there is a ripple in space-time. A portal opens up, and you shoot through. It closes behind you.
Feet
You're
didn't
gone.
technically touch the ground.
Get out.
Eliminated. Rick Thunder. You're in control.
Oh, brilliant. So I've got these. Oh, no, I like you. Okay, so I think there's only one person in this ring that can defeat you, and it's someone who can provide more bodily fluids.
It's not wrong.
And so I'm going to try and outcry you, but through just pure sinus infection. In an attempt that you will just leave.
Okay, you're going to pile on the snot until he leaves himself.
Yeah.
As a 7 from me.
Oh.
11.
And spend interrupt if you have one.
I am going to spend my third and final interrupt.
How is he still here? How am I out?
Who invited him?
You're a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
It's a very sad man. Because what you fail to realise, Flem Fatale, is not what is sadder than me. And I am now. I feel like a kindred spirit. I do nothing but cry, and you're made of cry. And so I'm going to go and hug you and hold you close and squeeze the life from your body and hope that makes mine better.
Okay, roll for it.
It's a 7 from me.
5.
So nearly a 9.
But it wasn't. And I'm then going to use that to throw you over the rope. Throw you over the top.
Okay, can I just interrupt you now
I don't know.
before you win a roll?
You can interrupt preemptively, yeah, but if he loses this roll, then he don't spend it.
Fair.
Yeah,
That's a 6 from me.
7.
7. Good shout, thanks, Tom.
no worries.
You,
Yes,
right.
hello.
Okay. I'm going to try the postman always coughs twice. And I am going to cough phlegm into your face. I'm going to blind you with just that really kind of thick, chesty mucus. You know, the one that
Like
kind of turns a
Dilophosaur.
little bit green?
Mm-hmm. This is like a Dilophosaur.
Really well.
Dinosaur and friends. Okay. Nerds everywhere. Nerds. So I spit the phlegm into your face, and then on the second cough, I use the incredible power of my lungs to use the phlegm to pull you by the phlegmy eyes and swing you over the top rope.
That is so disgusting.
Actually, Mingen.
Come on.
5.
Well, this is big.
This is big.
This is going to all the marbles.
So long.
Please say you threw him far enough that we don't have to hear him anymore.
Yes, so
Yes.
far. I could have gone phlegm into the back of his throat so he couldn't speak either, but I thought that'd be too gross.
Yeah.
That was the limit.
Okay,
I
so
think
you
you found the line
launch.
perfectly there.
You launch Sob Ross over the top rope, hits the ground. Eliminated Sob Ross.
That's what he deserves.
Oh, I even hate him still.
You're still in control, Flem? Just
I
you and
am.
Valentina left.
Hi.
It's only me. Hello. How are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good.
Actually, not great. I've got a bit of a sinus infection.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear this. No, lovely borscht. I have lots of it.
Is it hot or cold? Is borscht really hot or cold?
I thought it was hot, but maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know.
I'm not
I
sure.
like it. It makes my wee purple.
Very nice.
Yeah.
How are you going to attack me?
Oh, I'm just going to wrap you in mucus like a cocoon,
Great.
and then I'm going to leave you under a stage light until it gets nice and hard, so you're all bound up and crusty.
Okay.
Nice.
I mean, he came out of a Russian doll. He should be fine.
7.
What mine?
7?
7.
Roll again.
Roll again.
7.
6.
Oh. Luckily, I have plenty of borscht in my pockets, and this is hot borscht. If that's how it comes, I don't know. And I start using it to get me out of the hard cocoon of flame. And then I come flying towards you with a flying clothesline. Babooey! It's a 5.
It's a 9.
Shit.
I'm gonna go for the postman always coughs twice. So phlegm in the eyes and spring over.
Okay, that's an elimination attempt.
Yeah.
Oh.
Elimination.
It's absolute Mingen.
Oh, it's
3.
a 3.
Hey.
Oh, it's a 10.
10.
Oh, come on.
Aha, okay, great. I'm going to go to top rope, and I will do a big old drop kick on you. It's called a Sputnik, and yes, it's going to hit you so hard you go out of the ring.
Okay, elimination.
It's a 5.
7. Fuck. I'm gonna go for double indemisnotty. Shut up. Which is where I sneeze on your feet and you slip over, crack your head open, and just leave.
Great.
Or die.
Elimination.
Just
Nice.
It's a 6.
6.
Oh! Critical fail!
So that didn't work.
Do you have an interrupt to spend?
I have 3.
What? Oh my goodness.
Spend it.
Yeah, I'm spend my interrupt, and then I'm just gonna. Do you know what? I'm just gonna kindly remind you that you're late for bingo, and I'm gonna just escort you towards the end of the ring, hoping that you'll just leave.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
yeah.
I forgot about the bingo.
5.
6.
Damn it.
Fucking hell.
Come on, mate.
Okay, right.
End.
I'm just going to scoop you out of the ring as much as I can. All the flame and everything. I'm going to do a big scoop. That's a 9.
That's a 7.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so that was an attempt out of the ring.
Yes, that's
Okay.
elimination attempt. Spend and interrupt.
Spending an interrupt.
Great.
How many interrupts do you have left?
I've got one left.
I've got 1 left as well.
Okay.
Okay.
we are.
All right. Okay.
Closing in.
Now we're
Okay.
just at the side of the
No.
ring, just kind of
No.
The puns are over now.
I don't know.
Just-
A clothesline.
I'm going to cry into your eyes.
Great.
Directly into them.
Directly into them.
Stand above you and let the tears of infection fall into you. And
Never
you are
stick
going
your
to
mouth a
be.
little
Or someone else is doing it.
Yeah. Oh, we've seen that.
You're just going to topple out of the ring because of it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, naturally. That's a 7?
That's a 6.
Come on, Valentina.
Okay.
And Sob Ross was the worst one here.
Yeah. Do you know what? All of the other 50% dinosaurs have gone extinct at this point.
Just die.
I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to poke you in the eyes. It's called the Ivan the Terrible. Again, history fans, you'll love that one. Okay, here we go. Boom! And that was also, partly an elimination attempt as well.
On a critical success, it is an elimination attempt. You have to spend your last
I
interaction.
don't want to interrupt.
Here we go.
Fight forever.
I'm gonna give you the lem slip.
There it is. It's back. Yes.
What's the one?
So you slip on whatever fluids are off me. Everything's on the floor.
Yes, roll for it.
Okay, sorry, Tom.
That's an 11.
It's an 8. Just get me out.
I now at this point, I'm just saying, go. Just go. Just get out of here. I don't want you here. I want you to go over the top rope, please. Okay, that's an 8.
Okay,
Just
sorry,
go.
Valentina only.
Valentina puts forward a convincing argument. Flame Fatale leaves the ring eliminated. Flame Fatale, your winner, Valentina. I have it. A bunch of stagehands. A bunch of stagehands rewrite the now harness-free statue of Colossal Russell and begin to take it backstage. A trophy for you to claim. We have one last moment in the ring, and then we'll end this.
I just make small bow, jump into my Russian nesting doll, jumps in, jumps in, and then the nesting doll does a small bow, and then we all leave. It's my family.
You live inside your family.
Yes.
Bad hands.
Bad dads once again.
Okay, it's now time for the Calcium Championship match. But on this climactic cattle ground, is there more at stake? The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall.
1 fall!
The winner will determine the fate of British milk distribution for the next 18 years. There is a silence unlike any other heard in a CBW arena. And then the Wrestletron bursts into life.
On the screen, we see a familiar ramshackle gym. The sounds of exertion can be heard from off screen. You can see the punching bags, you can see the weights laid out in the background, but in the foreground, in a pile, ripped and torn and snapped, are VHS tapes, sat in front of a smashed old TV. The sound of a weight clangs to the floor, and the sound of footsteps can be heard. The camera pans to a corner of the room where a large fridge stands. From off screen, a hand reaches in and opens the fridge. Each shelf of the fridge is lined with milk, except one, where there is a smaller fridge with a rotary combination lock. The hand reaches in and turns the dial one way, turns it back the other, and one last time to the other direction, and opens it. And inside is one slightly dusty bottle of milk. The screen flares up, and the package fades out.
Making his way to the ring, coming out of retirement for one last match. Hailing from Puddington, Yorkshire, Tony the Milkman.
Killed my son. One by one, vehicles begin to drive out onto the ramp. A garbage truck, and they stop halfway down. A bus, a coach, an ambulance, a fire engine, and finally, a postman's van. They all stop, lined up along the ramp. A flap at the very top of the stage raises itself up, and from off screen, people start to hear a familiar whir, kind of electric whining often heard on British streets around 4 to 6 a.m. in the morning as this milk float drives out onto the stage. Not a normal milk float though. The front end, slightly longer, a huge chrome engine sticking out of the top. Exhausts coming off it in the shape of bull horns. Small wheels at the front, the back jacked up on large, monstrous wheels. A fan of milk bottles forming some sort of spoiler. Vroom! Vroom! Goes the engine as suddenly the electric's cut out and the diesel kicks in. The wheels begin to spin. Cloud of dust raises as the milk float hits the ramp, flies through the air, soaring, floating across all of the things as it jumps completely over, skids to the floor, it's sort of billowing smoke and milk behind it coming out of the exhaust. It careens to a halt in front of the ring, handbrake turn, up to the ramp, up to the steps, into the ring, and out steps Tony the Milkman in a tie-dye milkman's jacket, tie-dye trunks, tie-dye boots. He looks thinner than before. Maybe from grief, maybe he's just not been sleeping well. Tony gets into the ring and picks up the microphone. I've always said that milk is in my blood. Milk has been in my blood, in my family's line, for many years. Since before they moved to Puddington from across the pond. Now 18 years ago, he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a bottle of milk. 18 years ago, I milked this on the day that I found out that I had a son, as a memento of the happiest day of my life, but also as a symbol, because milk is a life-giving substance. Animals raise their young on it. We give it to our children to help them grow big and strong. My boy, kid Flips, he was strong. He were brave too. He were fucking fearless. Far braver than I am. He could have been legendary. 18 years ago, I also won the Calcium Championship from Jürgen, a man who doesn't understand the value of milk. A man who wanted to treat the UK as a cash cow, who had no reverence for the Milky Way, who, like his red top, has only been serving the 1%.
Oh.
Jürgen talked about the myth of Icarus when he was trying to wind me up. Now, I know a little bit about Greek cultures. Feta, halloumi, yogurt. But I also know something about the myths too. Like Prometheus. Maybe you're like him, Jürgen. You stole heat from a god, and now you will be punished for all eternity. Or maybe this stadium is a labyrinth, and I am the raging bull. Or maybe this is ambrosia, the food of the gods. And maybe if I drink this milk that I milked 18 years ago, I will be given divine, righteous power.
What?
Disgusting. As Tony drinks down the milk and chews quite a lot of it down, there's a sort of subtle shift in his stance. He was stooped before, looking quite haggard, and there's almost a tautening of his back as he straightens up, and you can see that the skin sort of around his waist tightens over wiry looking muscles. Maybe the milk worked. Maybe it was a placebo. Who knows? Tony stood straighter in the ring before, and he says, I was talking about the Greeks, though. It's really just a long-winded way of saying that whatever happens in this ring tonight will be a tragedy. CBW, the chomp is here, and I regret to inform you that this is the final stop on my round. But maybe that's for the best, because after this, they won't be calling me the milkman anymore. They'll be calling me the butcher.
I'm so impressed. That was so good.
Tony, how many dice have you been rolling with?
I've been rolling with one singular die.
Since drinking that magic milk.
Yes! I'm only powered up when talking about my boy.
Making his way to the ring, hailing from Kaiserstadt, Germany, Jürgen Floor.
Jürgen comes out, flips his music, wearing a cap backwards on his head and on a skateboard. He slides slowly down the ramp, looking into the eyes of Tony the Milkman while he does an ollie over several cows and then lands in the ring, standing directly opposite him. He doesn't need to say anything. Everything has been said. All he does is spit milk into Tony's face.
What heat do you both have with each other?
Currently 2.
2.
After last episode's conversation, let's boost that heat up to +3.
Finally match me and you.
Ding, 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 ding. As the chomp starting control.
Fabulous. I want to hit him with an alive and super kicking.
Oh, yeah!
That is a work roll from the top rope.
Mm-hmm. That is a 8.
You climb up to the top rope, moving like a much younger man. Squat, leap, boom! The alive and super kicking connects, knocks Jürgen to the floor. His face unflappable, his body prone. He's still in control.
Let's have a little round of deja vu. Gonna do it again.
Work roll.
That's 12, dirty.
Just as Jürgen gets up, that impossible to read his expression behind those dark glasses. Back up to the rope, another leap. Boom! Back to the mat.
Again, please.
Yes!
Incredible. Talk us through this third alive and super kicking.
So Tony climbs up to the top rope, perches. He sees that Jurgen is struggling to his feet and Jurgen is only actually on his knees. Tony actually is going to hop off of the top rope and he's going to stand a couple of feet apart and he's going to lay in the hardest super kick that you have ever seen directly to Jurgen's face.
On a critical success, Jurgen. Heavy foot connects with your face and your glasses shatter. For the first time since you arrived back in a CBW arena, you two are finally looking eye to eye. That was also going to be a -1 penalty on your look.
I get right down into Jurgen's face while he's on the floor and I say, I'm going to send you to the crematorium. And I'm going to hit the, I'm going to pick him up and hit the double underhook suplex. I'm going to hook away with his arms and then suplex him over.
That's a power roll for that suplex.
That is a 5.
You go in for the suplex, you start to lift. Jurgen, how do you counter this?
I do I underhandedly rake him in the eyes as he comes towards me. I go like that into his eyes. Poke him in the eyes, basically. That's a real one.
You go for the eyes, but Tony?
Tony dodges. Tony grabs his hand as he comes up to scrape, and Tony is going to try and lock in a Kimura lock that he calls the tap out or out, OWT.
That'll be a work roll.
That is a 5.
On a 5, you can't quite purchase the two of you like grappling, countering each other. Jurgen?
Okay, in the grappling, I take him down to the floor and I'm going to put on that lovely little cross face.
Okay, you want to move into a crossface? That's a work roll.
Okay. That's a 7.
Just about do it. You much more evenly matched than you expected. You counter, grab, clutch, move, slide, and eventually you manage to get Tony just about locked into a crossface. The hold isn't great, but it's secure. What are you doing?
Oh, well, we all know what I like to do.
Oh, no.
Crossface. And I'm going to bite him on the back of the head.
It's real.
That's a 10.
Teeth sink into the back of your skull. You feel something warm trickle down the back of your neck.
I'm hoping that's milk.
Warm milk.
I'm going to pull back even further. I want to potentially, try and break something.
Roll.
It's a critical success.
What are you trying to break?
No, I'm trying to let's get the voice box again. That was quite fun with Postman Fred. Have you spoken to him lately? No, not much of a conversationalist, I suppose.
Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. And something explodes in your throat.
Fucking.
There is a burst of pain every breath now, a rasp of agony. On a critical success, I think we're going to give you your look back.
Back to -1.
This is a good fight.
The apex predator has reasserted himself. Tony.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so as Jurgen has just damaged my voice box in the way that he did to my good friend Fred the Postman, Tony is filled with immense anger, and Tony is going to attempt to drag Jurgen's arms off his face and across his shoulders, and attempt to power up into a squat with Jurgen across his shoulders in a fireman's carry. And thinking about his son, kid flips. He's going to attempt the daditude adjustment.
So we're going to need a power roll to power through into that position first.
He's not good at power. That is a 6, so probably re-roll that, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. This is standing up for what I believe in. I believe that this is a bad man who should not have control of the milk supply in the UK, and also should probably be punished for killing my son.
Okay.
Fuck me dice. Fuck me dice.
Yeah, you feel Tony try to get you into this position, try to lift you. His body fails him. Try again, harder this time, and then his strength fails him again.
Don't worry, Tony, I say as I'm, putting him. Don't worry, Tony. I'll let you go. And I break the hold because I'm going to go up to the top rope. And I start going, kid flips, kid flips, kid flips, kid flips. Because I'm going to be doing the Clarissa Explains It All also.
That is a work roll. Or you can roll on your heat with.
Oh my
I'll
god.
roll on my heat with Tony, thank you very much.
Oh no.
That is a 7 + 3, 10.
That's a hard success. Talk us through what the moonsault looks like when Jürgen does it.
When I do it, it is rigid and straight and fast. It is powerful, and it is made to break Tony.
Just as you're trying to get yourself back to your feet after those 2 failed attempts at the attitude adjustment. You see Jürgen make his way to the top rope. You think you have a little more time because of how much theatrics are involved in this movie you've seen so many times, but it takes but a moment for this shark-like body to flip through the air and connect with you. Jürgen.
I think it's time for the Rindava-Stumulung, cattle mutilation. My finisher.
Oh no.
Oh my
That
god.
is a straight 2d6 roll.
That's a 10.
Oh no.
Talk us through it.
I pull up his arms, and I pull, and I pull, and I pull. And he screams with pain, I'm sure. But,
You can't hear it.
well,
His voice box is gone.
of course.
All you hear are these wheezing rasps.
And it's a beautiful sound. I said to him, listen, Tony, it didn't have to be this way. Es tut mir leid, Tony. Es tut mir leid. And then I look at him.
Oh my god.
Tony, you are locked into this submission hold. Do you yield? Roll 2d6.
Come on, Tony.
Come on, Tony.
Come on, Tony.
Come on, Tony.
Come on!
That is a 6.
Oh, reroll, Tony. Reroll.
That's 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask you 2 more times. Do you yield?
No fucking way. That's a 10.
You break out of the submission, wheezing, coughing, your whole body in agony. Barely able to move, but free. Jürgen,
I'm going to pick Tony up by the back of his bloodied head. And I hold his face. And I'm going to throw him in the direction of the referee.
that's a power roll for that throw.
Before he throws me, while he's holding me right in front of his face, I'm just going to say, you think your mother's proud of you, Jürgen? Do you think watching you these past months, do you think even if you win, you're going to get her back? It's you, Jürgen. You're fucking dead to her. And you have been for 18 years.
Don't you ever talk about my mother again.
That's right. Power roll.
It's a 6 minus 1, 5.
5, yeah. Something in Tony's words has shaken you, and as you toss Tony towards the referee, he stumbles, your aim is off. Tony managed to get your purchase on your feet.
Catching 1 foot, I am literally going to immediately barrel into him and put on the full churn.
Oh, there you go.
So you're going for your finisher?
Yeah.
Roll 2d6.
That is a 8.
The referee looks to you now, Jürgen. Do you yield?
No. Not that. Ask him if he killed my boy.
I do not yield. You killed your son, Tony. You know that.
Do not yield, that's a 2d6 roll.
7.
On a 7, yeah. You break out of that hold.
I, as you break out of the full churn, will just transition straight into the crosslands.
I'll give you a work roll. I'll lock that in.
Oh, that is a 6.
That's not enough. Jürgen's words hit you where it hurts. Jürgen.
That's not how you do a crossface scam. I'll show you. And I'm gonna do my... Oh!
Whoops.
Oh, it's going to be big.
It's a 7!
Yeah, that's a work roll, and a 7 will do it.
Yeah, it's time to end this. I'm going to pull back so hard to just the point before snapping his neck. Just
That's a real roll.
that's a 8 plus 1.
Feel this pressure on your neck. Ref asks you, do you yield?
I
Roll.
will never yield.
Big roll from Tony.
You break out. You're free, but your old body has still taken a beating. Jürgen.
Okay, I'm going to get him into a German suplex. As we call it in Germany, just a suplex.
Oh,
That is 10. Presumably that's his power.
It's power roll.
So minus 1, 9.
Cool. Still a success. Into the German suplex. Boom! Your whole body rattles with pain as you connect with the mat.
I think once again, we get him into cattle mutilation, and this time I'm going to actually win. Okay? Here we go. That is a 7.
Blocking the mutilation. Put on the pressure again. The ref asks you again, do you yield?
I already told you, and you might as well stop fucking asking.
Roll.
That is an 8.
Oof. Your old body has taken a beating in this match. These rolls are now going to become cumulative. If you succeed, you break free, the next move is yours, but it will still count as something you've put your body through. You have 3 submission attempts. And then, despite how strong your will is, your body could give up. So you're out on that 8. The next move is yours. 2 more.
So, dragging my way, as you've obviously flipped through to do the counter mutilation with my arms behind my back, Tony slips free and works his way round to lock you in an armbar, in the Kimura again. So that's a 7.
Just about into the armbar.
And he's just going to wrench. And he's going to say, once again, to the ref in a rasping voice, ask him.
You yield, Jürgen.
Nein.
Roll.
Ask him if he killed my boy.
Critical fail!
A burst of power shoots through your body. From somewhere deep, deep within you, young Tony is with you again. You feel, for a brief moment, like a living legend, as Jürgen's body cracks under the power of that critical fail. That's basically going to be like a critical fail in D&D. That is 2 death saves gone, Jürgen. Your body is in agony now. The ref looks at you. Well,
Nine.
this roll, after that critical fail, if this roll fails,
It's a 4.
crack!
I'm not letting go. I don't give a shit if he says he quits. I just want to hear him say it loud enough for everyone in the arena. Tell him what you did to my boy.
He's barely conscious at this point. Your body's failed you, you still have your voice.
I killed him! I killed Kid Flips! I don't care! Let me go! Let me go! I quit! Peace!
Ding, 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 ding!
Yes!
Tony, the milkman!
Oh my god!
You drop Jürgen's body to the floor. That surge of power leaves you, and all of a sudden, that boost you got from the milk, your posture stoops a little. That tautness in your muscles softens. That rasping soreness in your breath hurts more. Your heart is beating faster and slower and faster and slower. You feel a pain in your chest. One of your 3 rolls taken up on that submission hold. 1 success. 2 rolls left. Straight 2d6.
It's a critical fail. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Boom, 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 boom. Your breath is sharp and harsh. It's hard to breathe. Your body starts to go into shock. A numbness spreads through your muscles, but your eyes lock on Jürgen's. Still conscious, defeated, but alive. Tony, the world around you starts to fail. One last moment together.
Cowabunga. Motherfucker.
And then a soft as your body hits the mat. The whole arena is in shock. Fight nurse, bitch doctor, 3 or 4 other medical staff, along with just members from the roster backstage, burst down the ramp. Everything moves in slow motion. The audience's faces agape. People crowd around you. Bitch doctor leans over your body. You're lifted up into a stretcher. She gets some equipment out of her bag. It's Tony the milkman. is carried out of the ring for the last time. In the center of the ring, sitting on his own, barely mobile, still conscious, Jürgen Flop.
I stay there for some time, staring into nothingness. Eventually, I stand up and I go to leave. For the first time in Jürgen's life, he realizes the consequences of what he has done. And for the first time in Jürgen's life, he knows he has done something wrong. He leaves the rampway, not sure what to do next. He never wanted to kill Tommy. He just wanted to win.
It's now time for the loser leaves town match. Alloys no longer. Which brother will prove their mettle? The following contest is scheduled for 1-4.
1-4!
The loser of this match will be fired from City British Wrestling forever. Making their way to the ring, hailing from Little Glittering Reading, Silver Bro!
There's no pyro. There's no Tron. Just a man. Just a very tall man as he walks to the ring. It's a side of Silver Bro that I don't think many people have actually seen before. He's been dejected in the past few weeks, but this is a new level of... He doesn't know what's going to happen here. He just heads for the ring. Throws one of his giant legs over the top rope, the other leg over the top rope. He stands in the center of the ring. He turns around, looks up the ramp, waiting for his moment to come out.
Making his way to the ring, hailing from Little Glittering Reading, Golden Joe!
All the lights go off. You can already tell this is going to be one of the greatest entrances. A lot of money has been spent on this. Something is moving in the darkness. Stagehands are moving something into place. And then the WrestleTron starts. It's a compilation of clips. All the compilation of clips of how Golden Joe is great and all the ways that Silver Joe sucks ass. How he loses all the time. And then the lights come up. Smoke everywhere, lasers, pyro, I don't know. We've spent a lot of money on this thing. And there is a banner that Golden Joe will soon burst through, of Golden Joe and Kid Flips plastered over a picture of Silver Bro with an RIP. And given the news that just happened, a cardboard cutout of Tony the Milkman.
It's already had it, babe.
Because they were cold. They were his friends and his adopted dad. He saved him. And very soon, Golden Joe is going to burst through that picture of Kid Flips RIP with his new music. Make me feel small, luck has left me standing so tall. Oh! Good. I am Joe!
Joe!
Always believe in your Joe. You've got the power to know. I'm indestructible, Joe. Always believe in me. Joe!
Joe!
Oh, you're about to return. Something I could have learned. I'm indestructible, Joe. Always believe in me. And I run down to the ring, I slide under the ring post, the thing, I get it, and I turn to Joe to sing a verse. After the brush, I'll give you a little more time. Remember, we were partners in crime. It's only 2 years ago. The man in the suit and the face, they're on the case. Now he's in love with you. He's in love with you. Love is like a high prison wall. But you don't leave me standing so tall. Turns back to the crowd. I am Joe.
Joe!
Always believe in your Joe. You got the power to know. I'm indestructible, Joe. Always believe in me, please. I am Joe.
Joe!
Always something I could have learned. I'm indestructible, Joe. Always believe in me. Me. As this is happening, there's a little. You can fake it. There's a little graphic that comes up, says Golden Joe by Golden Joe, available in all cassette shops now.
It's almost like it's Rick Thunder.
2 years ago, at this point, you and I won the CBW Tag Team Championships from the Constructor Bombs. That was the greatest day of my life. Because not only did I won Tag Team Gold, I did it with my best friend. My favorite person in this whole planet. But the reality is, Joe, is that not everyone else felt that way. Because you see, the truth is, Joseph, is no one likes you. I hear what people say about you backstage. I read what Maeve Delzer is writing about you in the dirt sheets. Hi, Maeve, thanks for coming. Hope you give the last match a really good write-up because it was fucking brilliant. She's writing a lot about you. How you've got a heat with the Denimatrix. You've got a heat with Silver Bro. You're trying to play politics with management. People backstage don't like you, Joe. They don't think you're Golden Joe.
They told me they like me.
They think you're a golden joke.
Oh, spicy.
Was that a joke?
But I don't
Was that
see,
entrance a joke?
But I don't see that, Joe. When I look across this ring and I look into your eyes, I don't see the guy that ran to Hollywood and failed. I don't see the guy that's selling dick pills. I don't see the guy that's pretending to be best friends with Kid Flips and trying to profit off a dead kid. I see my brother. I see the brother that I started Trampoline Wrestling Federation with. I see the brother that I spent hours, weeks, years watching wrestling on VHS with. The brother I wanted to win the tag team straps with. I don't see Golden Joe. I see Golden fucking Joe. The man who was destined to be City British Wrestling Champion. The man who was destined to be the face of this company. The man who was destined to lead this promotion into the 21st century. I've had a lot of time to think, Joe. I've had a lot of time to think over these last few weeks. I've been thinking about the paths. and the choices that we make. 2 years ago, you chose to leave us
No.
and head to Hollywood and leave this family behind. I chose to stay here and start my own family. Years ago in our back garden, I chose not to be the monster that Dad wanted me to be. You chose to do what he didn't get from me. I don't think it's much of a coincidence, Joe, that shortly after I refused to beat up my friend, that you were here. I think you're the do-over. And I've got
Still talking.
a path in front of me now, and I've got choices to make. I've got a family at home. I came to a realization, Joe, that Dad didn't fail you. I failed you. Dad may have created your monster. You are an asshole. But I didn't stop Dad from doing that. I didn't stop you from yourself. I didn't save you from yourself. I failed you, Joe. I cannot fail Tina. I cannot fail my baby girl. So I've made my choice. You have now got a choice in front of you. Do you take the path that stays being an arsehole that Dad made you? Or do you be the golden Joe that I know is still in there? Golden Joe that I believe is deep in the recesses of your soul. I think it's the last time in our storied career, Joe, that I take second place. One last silver medal for Silver Bro. And with that, I lay on the mat. Accept my fate.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay, I'm running in for the cover.
Oh my god!
It's a 10. 1.
The referee himself is stunned for a second. He runs in. 1. 2.
No.
No!
As he raises his hand up in the air.
Okay, no, I'm saying that. You have laid down like your entire life. I need to beat you. I don't need this, whatever the silver. I need a golden bro now, and I need to beat you for me. Freaking get up.
That's the Joe I'm looking for. I hit him with a big boot.
Power roll.
What?
Yes!
That'll be a 10.
Boom! Knocks him to the mat instantly.
Picks you up, whips you into the rope, get the crowd on. Oh! That is a 7. Hey! Shoulder block. One more time. That is a 10. Yay!
Okay, 3 times knocked to the mat. You're now standing over your brother. He's on the mat. He's looking up.
Picking him up. One more time. And that is a 9. Picking him up and whipping him into the corner to go for my silver splash. Am I allowed to?
As you pick him up to go in for that silver splash, you hear boom, boom, the sound of a couple of heavy footsteps from the top of the ramp, followed by ding.
No.
You can't help reacting to the sound. Look up the ramp. And there, standing, leaning on a platinum cane, a square-jawed, square-headed man, that he has not come alone. And in his huge hand, he gently holds the tiny one of little Tina. Taking her first steps. Joe,
Yeah.
She's too.
What? So he's distracted.
She's a late
are
developer.
you distracted?
Yes, I would imagine I am.
He's looking down the ramp. Okay, so I'm gonna lock in the full golden. Well, if his back's to me.
Okay, give me a work roll to get into that full golden.
-1. 6 then. Okay, so I've got him in. Can I? And I'm saying to you, no, I didn't choose to leave. You chose to stay, like you said. You chose not to come with me and replace me. You chose that, you prick. You're a shit bro. That's what you are. You're a shit bro. Silver bro. Shit silver bro.
So on that critical success, you've locked into the submission hold. You've locked into that submission hold. Silver Bro, you feel this pain rack across your body as Joe's pumped up Hollywood muscles display a physical strength you haven't really felt in him before. He seems to be driven not just by whatever supplements he's been taking, but also by something deeper. In all the years you've known him, never has his need to win felt this intense. On that critical success, one 2d6 roll. Make or break.
No.
5.
That is a 5.
Reroll.
I'm gonna use one of my re-rolls. This isn't him. This isn't Joe. This isn't.
This is everything I want to be.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna see if I can stay. I want to see if I can take one last step and save him from himself. I'd like to reroll, please.
Is this you standing up for what you believe in?
This is
What do you believe in, Silver Bro?
that the good is still in there. That the real Golden Joe is in there, not this.
Then re-roll.
Oh my god.
It's a 5 again.
Oh yeah.
No fucking way! Squeeze.
Wrestle jail.
The pain is unbearable now. You start to feel your bones creak, your muscles stretch. Something is going to break in your body if you don't tap out. A scared titanium Tina, eyes widen from the top of the ramp.
Sorry, Joe.
Your winner, Golden Joe!
That's not my music, buddy. I paid money for this. Yes. I did that all by myself. I won. I beat you. And you really tried. You really tried hard. You weren't just laying down or anything. I am really good. Yes.
As Joe celebrates to his music, boom, 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 the heavy steps of Platinum Pete, taking Titanium Tina with him, make their way down the ramp to the sound of Joe's new solo music. He takes her up the steps, lifts into his huge hands, and pops her down on the other side of the ropes, where she toddles over to you, eyes wide. And then Platinum Pete walks up to you, his huge form towering over you. Rests a hand on your shoulder and smiles. The happiest smile you've ever seen on that metallic face. My son.
Dad?
It's now time for the title unification match. The following contest will be no holds barred, but will these brutal belt winners hold back? The following contest is scheduled for 1-4.
1-4!
The winner will unify the City British Championship and the Canadian Battle Championship and become the one and only CBW champion. Making their way to the ring, hailing from New Justice, Saskatchewan, Maple Syrup!
Rain! It floods the stadium, creating a river. Out comes Maple Syrup in a canoe. She's got lots of animals in the front of the canoe and another horse behind, and all of them are paddling down and around, and people are forming themselves into things like rocks, so that there's rapids. And she skillfully canoes around the rock people, and then gets out, parks up, ties it up, gives the horse a little kiss on the nose, gives it a sugar lump, sprinkles some seed for the birds that are sort of following her around, waves to the people, hi everyone, hi, salutes, everybody salutes in unison, thank you, and steps into the ring and just stands with a hand on the hip and waits for the Eliminations.
Making their way to the ring, hailing from Whipsford, Kent, the Denimatrix.
So, I step out wearing an entire Mountie Ranger uniform completely made out of denim. Flanked by a very beautiful pure white husky that looks incredibly familiar, and also a gloriously strong and beautiful horse that looks remarkably familiar to everyone. And I believe there's maple leaves and children screaming, and as I walk down, for sure. And then I just politely and ever so nobly pop myself into the ring and stand in exactly the same position you're standing in.
She's legit fuming.
Ooh.
For sure. And I present a little cake made out of denim.
Takes off the glove, picks up the cake, and just smashes it into the floor.
Ah, gee.
As the cake smashes into the floor, you hear the clank, clank, clank of the metal pulleys as the cage lowers itself around the ring, trapping the two of you inside until a winner is determined. The bell has not yet gone off. Either one of you have a moment to take the mic.
Sure.
For sure.
Hey everyone! I just want to remind everybody why I'm here today, why I'm. You got something you want to say there, bud? Okay, so in Canada, we're used to having these long, difficult winters where everything's frozen, everything's terrible, everything's sad. Sad. Over here in the UK, it feels like you've had 2 years of the Denimatrix as the CBW champion.
She's great.
Maybe it's time for a long, hard thaw. You're gonna need a sticky end today. When I take the title belt from you, everybody from Canada Water, from Canada is gonna be spitting on your grave. You know I'm talking. You know what KD stands for in Canada? It stands for a kick down the matrix. This is bullshit, you see. Good language there.
Do you want to take the mic before the bell, or?
I don't want to take up anyone's time. I wouldn't dream of it.
Ding, ding, ding.
Can I go straight in for a lockup?
Yes,
Just
that's
a
going to
polite
be.
lockup.
That's
I
going
don't
to
think
be
it's wrestling.
like a test of strength.
No, just like a classic, not a test of strength, because that just feels like a bit like worked up.
Feels
but
like
I feel
going to be a
like
power roll, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're just going to go for a casual lockup, one round the head, just like, we're going to start this properly, as a proper wrestler.
Okay, give me a work roll then, just to lock into a decent grip.
Of course. Whatever you like. So that is a 8. Oh, it's a 7. -1.
That'll still do it.
It will, won't
You
it?
get her that
Brilliant.
lockup. How are you following up?
I'm following it up. I'm going to maneuver because I love how wrestling is so intricate, and I love how we can really play within a structured atmosphere. And I'm going to work them into a lovely, lovely little headlock, like a classic headlock.
Give me a work roll to maneuver into that headlock.
I am.
What the fuck is this?
It's the best headlock ever!
It's the best one. She does know how to wrestle.
She pops her head open.
Okay.
She does know how to wrestle.
Yeah. Okay. So you move. You position yourself into the headlock. You get a decent, solid, not just a decent grip. You get a technically perfect lock around maple syrup. You like to work stiff. You like to cause pain, but when you choose not to, there is a skilled, technical wrestler in there on that critical success for the rest of this match. Boost your work.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, I'm just going to go into my move, which is actually it's a finisher, but in this one it's not a finisher because I'm not adding on the extra, because you can just do a classic move and it can be good and well done. And as I'm doing it, listen to it here, I'm like, I will fight properly when you take that shit off. So I'm going to go for just a nice stunner. A lovely stunner.
Cool. I'll
Maneuver.
let you roll on work for that stunner on your newly boosted work.
Pretty great.
Oh, God.
You execute a technical.
What is happening?
You execute a technically. Can you talk us through that stunner? The best stunner CBW has seen.
What people don't know is that I actually love wrestling for everything it was. Even though I am an absolute chaos monkey with all the things to enjoy, I trained. I worked hard. I did everything I could, and I learned everything I could so I could break the rules properly. I watched Tony the Milkman. I know how to work. So I bring you round and just bring your neck gently over, and I slam it over, and you drop down as I break into the most beautiful, classic stunner.
on that critical success.
This is wrestling.
This is wrestling. This is wrestling.
That's your second in a row, right?
Yeah.
On that critical success, the stunner connects. You're brought boom down to the mat. Your head is brought down so hard, off comes your hat, and off comes your wig.
Harder to do. In fact.
Do it, Rosie. Tell us what the public see as that wig comes off.
It's like a #1 buzz cut bleach blonde.
That is a -1 penalty to your look now for the rest of this match.
Okay, -2. There's a tattoo of a wolf like wrapped around the head as well.
All the way around.
All the way around, yeah. It's like it's running around. Yeah. The wig is, as you can feel it, it's not there, and she's still obviously got the jacket on. She's just completely frozen. Looking around, you can see some kids just going like. She can see some parents like shielding the eyes of their small children, and she's just like, she's going absolutely beetroot. She's like really not having a good time, and she just takes a second, and then just rolls her neck around and cracks the knuckles, just slaps herself across the face, and takes the wig and just throws it into the crowd.
To the cage.
Yeah, stuffs it through the cage. Yeah, basically. Yeah.
All the little critters.
Yeah. It's how it goes chipmunks. They immediately make a nest and give birth to some babies in it. Yeah, so she's like, oh, fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, it's so nice to see that fake persona diminish. Diminish, it works.
Yeah, it
It
does.
works.
I'll buy it. Then win.
Before our very eyes, why don't you tell the audience your real name? Do it and I'll punch you in the face properly.
My name is maple syrup.
Ah, that's so disappointing.
Let's get up. Yeah, let's have a move from you now. After that defining statement of identity. Yeah, let's get some
Okay,
action.
it's Looney to the left, Toonie to the right, Booney's down the middle.
That's a power roll.
Power. That's 2. 6.
6.
Reroll or stick.
Re-roll.
Either's fine. What would you like to do? Do you want it to fail or do you want to try again?
No, I'll leave it.
Cool. Yeah. You lash out, swing the detonatrix, but with both fists miss. Boonies don't even come close. Denim.
Well, of course I'm going to go for a classic and we'll bounce off the boat and go just straight for a lovely...
That's a power roll for that clothesline.
Is it? I thought...
Yes, it is.
I've got heat with me.
Keep arguing with God.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The
9.
Wait, 9.
What's
Yeah,
minus
minus
2.
7.
7.
Yeah,
Thank
that's just
you,
about
Max
enough.
God.
Yeah.
Love you all.
It's not the neatest clothesline, but boom, it connects. You're knocked to the mat. Boom.
I'm just going to run up onto the turnbuckles and go for a lovely, beautiful, high-flying splash. Just like straight across, poof, down. Just nice, squashy squash.
Give me a work roll on that.
Yeah, I love the work.
You do love the
0.
work.
Look at me go. Shit. So shit.
Oh,
That's
hey.
good.
Oh, 8.
Your splash connects beautifully. Boom, the weight of the detonatrix body hits you on the mat. The wind is knocked out of you. You start to feel a bit dizzy. Denim?
I'm gonna go for like an ankle pretzel lock. What would you call it? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I don't know why I'm looking at you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, sure. Just twist it up. I'm gonna go for a bit of submission.
Okay.
Wow, wow, wow. I want to leave. That's what I want to go for.
Okay, go for a work roll on that.
Work. I've got a high work score now.
That's a 10.
Oh,
That's a
strong.
10. Okay, yeah. You lock into that submission lock beautifully. Locked around, squeezing, good grip. You feel pain racked through your body. What are you doing?
Say your name. Say your name.
I'm
say
looking
your
out
name,
to
say
see
your name.
if the husky and the horse are going to help me at all. I'm desperately looking around, looking for Sergeant Beaver Bark, desperately looking for Stable Stirrup. She sees them in the back. Both of them, his paws up to the mouth, his hooves up to the mouth. They can't believe what's going on. But they're not coming. They're not coming down.
Okay. If you want to make a look roll to try and get them to come down. It'll need a hard success. Or if you'd like them to not to be available.
-2 on look. I'll try it.
Go on. For sure.
So before you roll, it's a -2 on look. So
Yeah.
for this to be a hard success, you need a 10. So this has got to basically be.
Critical
You're going to need a critical
Oh
success.
my god. This
Come
is
on,
it.
baby. Oh, it's close. 9.
They look at you. They look back to Detonatrix. Back to you again. Back to Detonatrix. And that's where their gaze settles.
Rage. Rage. Fucking rage.
You're still just keeping in that ankle lock, applying the pain.
Yeah, I'm just like, they're my good boys. Yeah, my good boys. I know that for sure.
Okay.
Can I be like, say your name? Say your name. Say it.
You're still in that ankle lock, still on the mat.
Okay, I'm going to. My arms are free, so I'm going to reach into my pocket and get out my massive super soaker of maple syrup. And I'm going to shoot you in the face.
That is a look roll.
Oh, for fuck's sake! 10 minus 2 is 8.
That's a success.
Yes!
Okay, so it's like basically an AK-47, but with maple syrup inside. Yeah, it folds out. It sort of goes poof. And then she just lets off around little tiny little bottles of maple syrup, like in the changing, and then they just
Flying off.
Empty bottle just fly at the back of your gun, lit to the mat, as rapid fire
Straight up, mate.
maple syrup just splats into your face.
Yeah.
Okay. As Denimatrix is receiving a heavy dose of maple syrup,
Again!
that's enough for you to get out of that lock.
Okay. Right, next, I'm going to do a move that I've been saving up for this exact moment.
For this maple syrup covered moment.
Yes.
Brilliant.
This is exactly how I wanted it to go.
Good, I'm so glad.
It's called the Canadian tuxedo. I'm going to take your denim, I'm going to rip it off, and I'm going to put it on.
Wait, so am I going to be naked?
Yes. Maybe you got little pants. I'll let it up to you.
Eliminations in my pants.
Shove my pants, yeah.
Okay, I will let you roll on.
Just in the mask.
You're just going to tear clothes off through brute force.
Yes, I'm going to rip them off, and then I'm just going to put them straight on.
You're literally
Bloody hell.
tearing the gimmick she has stolen from you off her back and reclaiming it for yourself. Roll on heat.
That is 10 plus 3 is 13.
I am naked.
Should have got the ones with the Velcro back.
Woo!
Okay.
Oh no, the dominatrix is so ashamed.
All the people. Not me.
I'll never live this down. So talk us through that. Talk us through how you somehow get that on top of your
Okay.
Comandanti uniform.
So it's this double denim uniform. She just, in one move, she just grabs one on the leg, one on the arm, and just rips, and in one massive move, just gets them straight on and stands in a salute.
That's outstanding work. Truly. I respect that as the Denimatrix and as the Canadian imposter. I think that's amazing.
Canadian battle imposter.
That's it. That's the one. I'm just like, that's amazing. But also, I am also naked for the moment, and now no longer covered in maple syrup.
You win some, you
You're
lose
now
some.
covered in maple syrup.
So you
My
stand there
natural habitat.
saluting in your double-layered, quite sticky amalgamation uniform. Denim, let's hear from you.
You haven't really given me what I want yet. I'm just lovely and naked and very, very smelly. And I'm just going to work you into a headlock. And you're so stiff and all like tuckered up in all those uniforms. It must be very hard to get out. Please.
Okay, work roll for the headlock.
Headlock?
Yeah, work roll for the headlock.
6.
I would like to reroll.
Okay. Which rule are you using?
The reroll, I'm standing up for what I believe in. No, what's the other one?
Doing whatever it takes to get what you want.
There we go. Does that need explanation?
Just explain to me what it is you want.
How close to
and how
when
you-
I'm naked.
You know what? Ordinarily, that would be like a weak-ass use of whatever you want, but it is the Denimatrix.
Thank you.
So I feel this is actually on brand for your character. Go for that roll.
I am. 7.
7.
Just.
Yeah.
You lock up in that headlock.
Num 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 num. Sweaty, sweaty pit. Yeah. Oh, can I do another thing?
Oh, you do one more thing, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to go for a classic throw her into the ropes, and as she comes back to me, just punch her in the face.
Power roll.
Yeah. Power. That's an interesting decision. But for sure.
5.
So won't do it.
3.
As she's coming at me, I'm going to duck. I'm going to sweep the legs so that you're on the floor.
That's a work roll for sweeping the legs.
Work is on 0. 7.
Just. Not to the mat. Splorch.
Great. I'm going to go for the winning peg. I'm going to go for the pin.
Okay, so in order to go for the pin, you have to hit your finisher first.
Oh, the double down.
Yeah, so go.
Oh, yeah.
So roll straight 2d6 for the double down.
Okay, 2 punches, 2 kisses, 2 cream, 2 sugar. 4.
Reroll.
Reroll. Stand up what I believe in. I'm not having this person telling me who I am. I know who I am. She doesn't want to expose me before I'm ready to expose myself.
I've already.
You exposed her though.
And that's how it should be.
Okay, straight 2d6 on that reroll.
Okay.
What's up with the die?
Tom's broken. Tom's broken. Tom is broken. What's happening with these dice? Take us through Too Cream, Too Sugar.
Eliminations is laying on her back from the leg sweep. Maple syrup. Denim. Syrup. There's red. There's blood. There's a chipmunk. She kneels down one leg. She picks the Denimatrix up by the scruff. One cream to the right. Swapped hands. One cream to the left. Kiss on the forehead. Kiss on the mouth. And then throws her back down on the floor.
On that critical success, that is a combined finisher and pin. God. Take us in for the winning peg.
She hooks the leg and looks up at Stable Stirrup and Sergeant Beaver Bark and blows him a kiss.
The ref runs over. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, the one and only CBW champion, Mabel Syrup!
Naked on the floor. For sure.
For sure. Mabel gets up, the cage rises.
The cage rises.
Okay, the only thing she cares about, she's gonna go and get a horse, she's gonna go and get her dog. She picks up her wig, she shakes off the baby chipmunks that have been birthed in it. She puts it back on her head, she straightens things out. She sort of cleans up the maple syrup from around her. Picks up her hat, thank you. Puts it on, takes a few deep breaths. Everyone's looking around a little bit unsure what's going to happen. She just puts on that plastic smile, looks dead at the Denimatrix eyes. I know who I am. And she walks up the ramp.
As you start to walk up the ramp, waiting for you at the top of it, tall man, barrister silks and a powdered wig. It is QC, the voice of management. Well, Mabel Syrup, CBW champion, the one, the only, the worthy. I believe this belongs to you.
Wow. She just basically ignores QC. Cold stare back at the Denimatrix. Whistles for a dog.
There's going to be a roll for this,
Okay.
and it's going to be a roll on look.
Okay, she whistles for the dog.
Seven.
Seven.
Let's hear that whistle. SBB pounds across the outside of the ramp, up the ring, taking his place by your side.
She puts her hand on his head and then reaches in the pocket, gives him a dog biscuit. Good boy. She calls the stable.
Seven again.
Seven. You whistle for the horse. The horse gallops around the ring, up the ramp, to take his side by you.
Strokes him on the nose, gives him a sugar lump.
QC looks down at you. There we are, Mabel. That's what we like to see. And that's it for the Colossal Tussle, and that is it for this season of City British Wrestling. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
CB dub.
CB dub. CB dub. CB dub.
Hey.